Hey, what's up? How you doing? So for today's video, we are going to be doing Amazon favorites. Now I have done an Amazon favorites very recently, like 3 or 4 months ago, but I realized after I did that video that there were still a few things that I hadn't shown or talked about yet, so I wanted to do that. And I've also purchased multiple more things since then, so we're gonna talk about those things and all the things that I didn't mention in the last one. And all of these things are very affordable items. They're not like crazy, none of them are crazy expensive except for one, which is like a big ticket item, so you're not gonna find one for a really cheap price. Everything else is gonna be very affordable and good price stuff. So let's just get right into it. We're gonna start with beauty products. And let's just start with one of my favorite purchases that I have made in recent memory. And that's this weird contraption right here. This is actually a makeup brush cleaning set thing. I know it looks odd, and I know this is extremely extra for cleaning makeup brushes. I get that, because this was like $17 or $18, I wanna say, and you can get like $5 little makeup brush cleaning mats. I know that. But this is electric and it works so much better than those mats, and I have literally always had a problem with cleaning my foundation brushes. I have never in my life. I've like bought those little mats and those little egg things that you can like clean your brushes with. I have never once successfully cleaned all of the foundation out of my makeup with one of those. But this thing is awesome. I literally bought this just for my foundation brush. I mean, I use all of the other ones with it, but it's perfect for my foundation brush. So this is the actual tool that you use to clean it. This is the electric thing. It just spins like really quickly at the top. So you take your attachment head and you take any of your other different attachments that fit your brush, and then the bottom part just attaches, and then you fill this with whatever your favorite brush shampoo is, or brush cleanser, whatever you like to use. I usually use baby shampoo or baby oil to clean mine. Fill it a little bit with that and then a little bit with water, and you dunk it in and turn it on. It's great, it's fabulous. I will show a demonstration now. All right, so here's this sucker in action. Here are all of the heads and the machine, and here is its little bowl. This is the reason I have to buy this thing. It is my foundation brush. Now this sucker is a little thicker than a majority of brushes, which makes picking a head a little bit harder because it's a retractable and sizable brush. But as you can see, she's got a lot of foundation in her. Homegirl is not playing. This is only a couple of weeks because this is not supposed to be a brown color, just to clarify that. So what I do is I just use whatever I want to clean this with, which in this case I use baby oil, which might seem odd, but it works. So I poured that in, and now I'm gonna fill the rest of the way up a little bit with water. All right, here's our concoction. Next thing that I have to do is pick a head. So for this brush, this is the best head to use. It still doesn't fit perfectly because this is just a really, really weirdly shaped makeup brush. So it's a little loose, but it does the job. But this part fits onto this. Just put it in there. And I just kind of dunk it in for a second. Ooh, you can even see on the bottom. Look at all of that makeup. Can you see that? And then I just dunk it in and out. All right, and then whenever you're done dunking it, just raise it above the water and keep it spinning for a little while to dry it. All right. And here we go. See what I meant? All right, see the color difference? Oh my gosh, it's so much better. It is so clean. I do not ever have the ability to get my foundation brushes this clean any other way. Like you can see how much foundation was in that brush. Like, that's disgusting. It's like coffee. It's like a really light coffee. Delicious. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that amazing? All right, moving on. Next beauty thing. This is like a shower thing. This is a like silicone loofah, and I just took it out of the shower, so it is dripping a little bit on me. It's like a loofah and an exfoliator at the same time. Like, this side is where I put my body wash, and I just like, it lathers it really well, scrub everywhere. Then this other side that has these little ridges, this is for exfoliating. So it's like a dual-ended loofah. So you got one side for scrubbing, one side for exfoliating. It's beautiful. And it's silicone and easier to clean than those loofahs that just get moldy very easily. You know, the like really cheap kind that are the generic loofah. Okay, my last beauty item is this. This I actually didn't purchase. I got this as a gift from my brother and his girlfriend. But it is a makeup mirror, and it's in rose gold. As you can tell, there's a theme here. But it's a makeup mirror that is like the tri-fold kind. So that way you have like, this one is ×2 magnification and this one's ×3. And it's also a good light. So you can sort of see it lights up or it turns off. And so I have a makeup mirror that I plug in, and it's like one of those circular ones. But this one doesn't require a plug. It's battery. It's like 4 AAA batteries, I think. And so it's really good if you are like traveling. I love using this when I don't have my normal makeup light and mirror with me. Like if I'm traveling or if I'm going home for a week or something and I don't want to like take my mirror with me. This is really nice because it's super portable and really great for traveling. Actually, I guess I have one more thing that you could qualify as beauty, fashion, whatever. It's clothes, well, it's shoes. These black heels that I got for a decent price for shoes. These are just like very traditional black open-toed heels with an ankle strap. I really like ankle straps. Find that style very appealing. I just needed a pair of black shoes that I could wear to work that weren't like super high heeled and super uncomfortable, because a lot of my heels are like beefy heels, you know. I've worn them quite a few times. I really like them. They're comfortable. They have held up so far okay. I mean, I've only owned them for a few months. So I'm not going to say like too much about the quality of them holding up because I don't know yet. These are my first like shoe / clothes, any type of fashion besides jewelry purchase that I've ever made on Amazon. I was happy with it. Oh, and everything that I have here will be linked down below, by the way, in the description in case you're interested in it. All right, I have 3 random things, and then we'll move into the last section, which will be home type stuff. But let's start the 3 random things with this planner. It's a 2000 and 2001 just normal planner. This is by Blue Sky. I have used so many of their planners through college and I think probably even high school and now post-education. I like their planners. I like the layout that they use, and I usually like their styles too. I really like this. Again, pink, like a blush pink or rose gold type. I'm a sucker for. It's just your run-of-the-mill planner. You got your days, and then you got your separate section for if you want to go more in-depth on each day. This sucker. Great. And I also, like, I love planners. I really do. And if I was really committed, I would spend like $30, $40, $50 on a planner like the really nice big ones are. But I just can't make myself spend that much on a planner. I just can't make myself do it. It's just so much money for paper. Next random item is a food-ish type item. It's this protein powder by Nature's Bounty. I take pause before I call it a protein powder because 2 scoops is only like 15 grams of protein and 2 scoops, which is also 120 calories. So for 120 calories, I feel like I should be getting more than 15 grams of protein. It's meant more for like just a well-rounded, to get your vitamins, get your protein, get like all that healthy stuff out of this instead of just purely protein. Like if you want a pure protein powder, this is not for you. You'll want to go with something else that's probably more expensive than this. This was pretty cheap. This was like the cheapest one I could find, which is probably why it's not very jam-packed with protein. It's got 12 vitamins and minerals. Vitamin C, vitamin D, you know, all the good vitamins that you hear of. Calcium, potassium, digestive enzymes, probiotics, flaxseed. You know, it's like, it's a healthy thing. It's not necessarily a protein powder. I still like using this because I still feel like I'm getting benefits from it, even if I'm not like gonna get swole. So this was a nice way of getting like vitamins and protein and stuff in my diet. Okay, last random thing before we move on to home. This is this little tiny, looks like a USB drive. This is an adapter basically, because I don't have an SD port in my new laptop and I needed one because clearly this is a camera and there's an SD card in there, and this is how I get the footage, is I put the SD card in this little port and use the USB to go into my computer. All right, let's move into the last category, which is home stuff. This is a rake for your carpet. I didn't even know these things existed, but to be quite frank and quite gross, I shed like a dog and my hair is longer than a dog's. So whenever it gets in like the carpet, which is a majority of my apartment is carpet, it's noticeable. Like if you walk and your toes like come across my hair, you'll feel it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the problem is, but like vacuums do not pick up my hair. So I could vacuum my carpet like 20 times in a row and it will pick up like a small fraction of all the hair that's actually in my carpet. This is so gross. If I like raked my hand across my carpet, like my fingers like this, I would get hair like tangled in my fingers. So I was like, okay, so I need some sort of rake for my carpet because that's clearly the only thing that's gonna work. That is what led to me Googling carpet rakes, and that is what led to me finding out that it is in fact a thing, and I bought one. So I use this after I vacuum or before, it doesn't really matter the order, and it legit does work. Like I can do this, it takes a while. It's not a fast process, but if I do my entire carpet with this, for a solid amount of time, I won't be feeling my little hairs rubbing up against my toes whenever I walk through my carpet because it's like thick carpet. But here's a little demonstration of how it works. All right, so here you go, you can take a look. That's not a ton of hair, but that was just a small section of my carpet. It does pull the hairs out, rips them right on out of the carpet. I love essentially being a golden retriever, but not like the cute level of a golden retriever, just the shed level. All right, next thing is a utensil holder. These little spots I don't use. You can probably put like, I don't know why the only thing coming to mind for me is this little like corn on the cob holders. You can put smaller utensil type things in here if you want to, but I don't have anything like that. So I just have knives, spoons, forks in each section, and I like this so much better than your typical utensil holder because it's so slim and like it doesn't take up hardly any room in the drawer. And I've always had the problem where I'm trying to find a utensil holder and it's just too fat, too thick for the drawer. And this isn't, this is perfect. My second to last item is this chair. I searched high and low before I moved here for a desk chair that was actually cute. And all the cute ones were way more expensive than the ugly ones, which ain't that always how it goes. But the cutest one that I could find for the cheapest price was on Amazon. And I actually throw this, it's a rug. Actually, I got it as a gift from a friend, I'm pretty sure, but I want to say it's probably from Ross. But I throw it over this to make it cuter. But without it, you can see, it's just your standard office chair. It's got the little thingy-majiggy where you can raise or lower it. It's got the rolly wheels so you can roll it. And it's pretty comfortable, honestly. It doesn't have arms, which is fine. I didn't really want one with arms, so that worked out. And it's comfortable. I've sat in it for hours on end and been perfectly fine. Okay, my last one is my couch. I also got my couch on Amazon, which I didn't ever even think about like buying furniture on Amazon until I moved and I was trying to find things that I could easily get delivered that were not super expensive. So Amazon and Walmart were the two places that I got most of my furniture. But I got my couch on Amazon. It wasn't like ridiculously cheap or anything, but it was decently priced considering all the different couches that I was looking at. It was one of the cheapest ones and it's pretty comfortable. I've slept on it many times and it's good for sleeping. It's good for sitting. It's cute. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted aesthetically for this place. The only thing I'm sad about is that it doesn't have an L. I really considered buying an L couch, but I didn't end up doing it because they were substantially more expensive. But mark my words, the next time I buy a couch, that sucker is gonna be an L. You can take off the back cushions, which is what I do whenever I sleep on it to give myself more room. And the bottom cushions you can't take off. So it is like in terms of cleaning a little bit more difficult. Like my last couch in my last apartment, you could take the cushions off and it had like a case that you could take off and like throw in the washer, and this doesn't have cases. It is what it is. So it's not as easy to clean. So that I guess would be its biggest flaw or downside. But one thing that I do like about the fact that they're connected and you can't just take them off is with my last couch, when you could, they would slide around and just, it would get really annoying sometimes because the cushions just like would not stay in place. And these do because they're literally sewn into the couch. Like I said, it was my most expensive item. Obviously, that's clearly gonna be the most expensive on this list. But anyway, that's it guys. Those are all of my Amazon favorites. If you like this video, I have more Amazon favorites in my last one. I'll have an end screen at the end of this video and a card up top for you if you want to check that video out. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you did, you can give this a like. You can also subscribe to me if you want to put out new videos every single week. If you have any ideas for video that you want to see, just leave them in the comments below and I can make that for you. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye guys.